Welcome back everybody, Kais Once here with another episode of Football Manager 2017 with Carmarthen Town, and today we have a double header against Italian side Udinese. Some amazing players, some amazing legends have come through this side. Lee Chuk Young played with, I recognise that name. What do I recognise? Oh, Bolton, that's where I recognise him from possibly. Rodrigo De Paul, ex-Valencia midfielder, very good prospect in the last version of the game. Don't know what he's like in this version. Some other very good players in their side. Alex Moret, the Italian goalkeeper, is one of those highly touted young prospects at the game. A few other decent players going through. Gonzalo Castro, I think he used to play for Leverkusen, was it? No, Real Sociedad. Don't know. Let's have a quick look at his history. Oh, Moussa Dembele as well. That's a decent player to have. Nope, never played it. Any German club, so that was wrong. Moussa Dembele. This guy, quite impressive that they got him. It's amazing that he's not in the first team though, although I guess he's just recovered from an injury, so he might be up against us. So some very good players that we're up against today. And who are we playing against them? 4-4-2 obviously. Team selection, here we go, I've picked it already. Some changes to the side. Hal Brown in goal still. Callum Morris at right back and Spittle in the centre of defence. Callum Roberts at left back. Those three are sort of slightly rotated in. Tom Pearson, Jack Quartez, Curtis March, those midfield duo get to keep their places, but Pearson on the right, ahead of Mr. King. Where is he? Oh, is he injured? Oh, Josh Knight, that's who it was. He's suspended for this game. For one European match, so he'll be in the second leg. Aidan Smith gets the target man role, Bishop Wisdom gets the striker, just because they're both in slightly better form than these two. So I kind of want to play the most informed players. How's our schedule been? We have had 4 games and we've won all 4 of them. Beat Bangor 2-1, which is a pretty good win. A very late penalty from us, finished a comeback from being 1-0 down. And notice our home attendances are much better. This was the reason this is boosted is because that was one of those days, fan trial day, where the tickets are cheaper, so we got a whole load of extra people coming. But yeah, then we played Newton, 3-1, Aidan Smith grabbing a hat-trick, hence why he's in such good form at the moment. Beat Prestaten 2-1, Mark Jones and Aidan Smith getting the goals. We dominated that game. These games, these two here, we completely dominated despite being away, and actually all 4 of them we were a very dominant side. But yeah, quickly going to play against Udinese now, so let's get into it. The Europa League table isn't making very pretty looking at the moment. -7 goal difference, no points, 2 losses. So our opposition today is playing a 4-4-2. Sorry, I got interrupted while I was doing that thing, so I'm re-recording. They've scored in the opening highlight. This never happens, and they've just done it now. Here we see it in 3D. Moussa Dembele plays it forward to Ryder Matos, turns his man and just strikes it into the far corner. It's a very nice goal. Let's go through their side then. Moussa Dembele, very tired, but already has an assist to his name. Incredible player, really. Such a good sort of box-to-box playmaker style player. He's got all sorts: strength, defensive ability, playmaking ability. His vision isn't the best, and talking about that, he's attacking now, but fortunately his shot is well wide. Up front they've got Ryder Matos, who's already scored against us. Doesn't look incredible, but pretty fast. The ex-Florentine player, hard-working and skillful, is quite a nice mix to have in a player. Another skillful player, this guy also seems to be a better finisher of the two. The Croatian looks pretty good. Edinson, he looks decent, a bit old now, but yeah, he still looks pretty decent, defensively good. And let's have a look at TT, that's another name I recognise. Look at him, defensive boss. They've got another chance now. Whips it in, Spittle clears, only as far as Prate to Dembele. Moussa Dembele looking shattered on the pitch, which is good for us. We're actually half an hour in, so it's not too bad. I've rambled on long enough, really. Moussa Dembele, pass it to Milani. They got the ball out this left now, cross, fortunately blocked, but the second ball in by Moussa Dembele now, into the box. Ryder Matos, chance for second, turns his man, hits the crossbar, I think that was. Yeah, it was indeed, hit the crossbar from a vicious shot, and the highlight's over, thankfully for us. We have a chance now, it's a goal kick, unfortunately, naturally they get the ball from the goal kick. Balic bringing it forward, shoots from range, fortunately it's over. So after the start we've had, we're nearly 40 minutes in and still only 1-0, so I'm not too displeased at the moment. We've certainly held our own for a period. Saying that, we're probably going to concede again. Balic running forward with the ball now. A lot of men back for us, which is hard for them to break down, but Moussa Dembele, just beautiful shot. Calmly as you like, slots it home. Very good player. Moussa Dembele is one of those players who I really rate highly. Ryder Matos plays it back to Dembele, sees the gap, turns into it and shoots. Very nice shot. Maybe Haller should have done a bit better, but didn't manage to, and unfortunately we're behind. One thing I did notice going into this game, I've lost my assistant manager. He went to manage somewhere else. I tried to persuade him not to, but I hadn't realised until now that he'd actually gone. Spittle clears the ball from their cross. It's nearly half time. If we can last half time only 2-0 down, that's not too bad. Edenilson crosses it in, Spittle gets it back out again, lines, Moussa Dembele again, into Balic, Balic shoots, hits the post. That's the second time they've hit the woodwork today. They've really dominated this game, 63% of possession. I'm actually going to go aggressive and say that was terrible. Who looks as if they're about to come off? A whole load of players actually. Both my strikers, Curtis March and Ryan Leake, are really having poor games in particular, but nobody's standing out. Maybe Quartes, but he's on a yellow card, so that's a bit unfortunate. So yeah, it was just our attack, but they're countering from it. Balic passes this man with ease, cuts inside, shoots. Fortunately, it's wide. Another attack for Udinese now. Miami into Ryder Matos. Ryder Matos into Balic. Balic in the edge of the box, shoots 3-0. Damn it. Well, it was a well taken goal by them, to be fair, but very disappointing to say the least. It's 3-0, not the worst of scorelines, but definitely could be a lot better. Here we see Balic. He's got so much space between our, is that a centre back? No, between our centre back and our left back here. Roberts didn't really tuck in enough, I feel, and our centre back got drawn to the ball, and yeah, that left us a bit exposed in the back. They've got another chance. Corner, Badu in at the back post, crosses, utter chaos, but March clears it out for another corner for them, which they are promptly going to take. Number 12, who's that? Balic. Balic gets the ball in again. Ryan Leake this time clears, and Pearson has a chance at a counter here. Two fast strikers in front of him. Bishop Wisdom can get maybe a ball forward. Unfortunately, Smith is not at the end of that, and they rotate possession back forward. Two changes from now. Mark Jones on for Bishop Wisdom, who hasn't had the best game, and Aidan Smith gets to be a poacher for a bit, and Kevin Lewis on for Curtis March again for the same reasons, and slightly more attacking role. Maybe we can get a goal, make it not too embarrassing. Chance for Udinese. Oh, bugger. Ryder Matos, is that his hat-trick? No, it's his second goal, and he's had 2 assists already. Pretty good performance by him. Corner by Balic, whipped in nicely. It's a pretty big crowd here today. Look at that, that's huge. And Parker Scarlet's where we are. It looks more than half filled actually, which is really good for us. A lot of money. Think about the money. So much money this season. Okay, third change of the game. Who's it going to be? A few of our more defensive players having bad games, but I think I'm actually going to put Alex Bellamy on just in the hope we can nab a goal from somewhere. I've given up on the defence, to be honest, in this game, so maybe if we can score a goal out of nowhere, it would be good for us. It's not looking likely though. We're actually on the counter now. Bellamy, back to Shaw. Lewis Shaw has options in front of him. He's probably going to pick up Bellamy again. Bellamy making a slow run forward, out to Lewis. Lewis, oh, it's full time. Well, that's a bit disappointing, but 4-0. Again, another terrible loss against... Oh, bugger. Oh, why don't I read these messages? Yeah, but we're going to have to look for a new assistant manager before the next game, which will again be against Udinese, away this time. Let's have a quick look what the attendance was like. 5,000. That's roughly the same as the Moscow game, a lot less than... Oh, that was away, that's why. But not quite reaching the heights of the Copenhagen game. What is the stadium size, actually? Where is it? Here, 14,000. Oh, so that was far less than half filled, but still a good bit of money. If we look at the finances, where like, you can see that jump, where we suddenly got a lot of money. Income, you can see matchday income 26. Oh no, 222,000 this month. However, I think that's 2 games, so roughly 100,000 per game. Pretty good. We're getting lots of money this season. Like, you can compare this season to last season. We're already roughly like what 4 times the amount of last season. So that's pretty good for us. And we're back for the second game. 2 very tight games actually to tell you about. We beat Bala 1-0. They got a red card straight after we scored, so that sort of secured that game. But that was a very tight game against third place Bala at the time. But then an even tighter game against Llandudno, where until the 90th minute we were drawing 2-2, and then Joe Lewis got a second yellow card and got sent off, and then Pearson scored a header right at the death, which leaves us in first place obviously. The new Saints, having played 1 more game, have dropped 3 points against Airbus and drawn against Preston. I haven't really concentrated on the league yet so far this season because the Europa League is what it's all about. But we've got a few changes for our squad today. Quite a few actually. Tom Pearson starts at right back due to the underperformance of Josh Green and Callum Morris. Then Ryan Leake and Sean Perry. Sean Perry keeping his spot. Oh, or does he? Sean Perry just about keeping his spot. Callum Roberts staying at left back. He's not been too bad, and Kane Owen has simply not impressed enough to get back into my good books. Josh Knight back at right midfield, ahead of Pearson, who's been moved to that right back spot to accommodate the underperforming fullbacks. I've actually changed them both to fullback, support and defend, just if that might improve performances from those positions. Then we got Johnny Spittle and Curtis March in midfield. Johnny Spittle on for the red carded and suspended Jack Coates. Well, not red carded, multiple yellow cards. than Wolf actually at left winger, just because Lewis Shaw has been so bad in the last few games. Wolf's been a lot better than him so far this season, so gets that starting spot, and Mark Jones and Aidan Smith start up front. The group isn't very pretty looking at the ways at the moment. We're currently on minus 11 goal difference and quite a way behind, certainly. I think if we lose today, we end any hope of qualification, or even if we draw, I think Udinese are too far ahead of us. Yeah, because of results against other teams. If we draw, we can't get in those top 2 spots, so I'm not really expecting to at any point, but it's always what you aim for. Moussa Dembele still playing for them, and Ryder Matos, the guy who tore us apart last time, still with that 4-4-1-1. I have a new assistant manager, I never showed you him. He's pretty decent actually, Wes Parker, this guy here. Pretty decent, has some good judging player potential and good defending coaching attributes, which is kind of what I needed. And yeah, I'll get into the game. First proper highlight of the game is going naturally Udinese's way. We're in Udinese at the moment. I don't know what the attendance is like. I'd really like to know. Imagine it's above 30,000. They've had the first good chance, and Callum Roberts clears after it hits the woodwork. No, save actually. It was a good save by Haller Brown. Is it Haller Brown? I keep forgetting his name. Yeah, it is Haller Brown. And you can see they're clearly dominating this game, just like the last 1/4 of an hour in, and they're well on top. We've just had a goal kick. Unfortunately, they've got the ball now, Udinese, but March tackles, and hopefully we can get a good counter on here. Mark Jones to March, Curtis March, Smith to March. Already in the yellow card, although we are 20 minutes in. Spittle forward to Jones. We got some nice spell of possession then. Unfortunately, Udinese did get the ball off us and have a chance to launch their own attack now. Ryder Matos, Leak gets ahead of him, but Udinese recycle possession forward. Ryder Matos, pass 1, pass 2, shoots, Haller Brown saves. Corner taken by Balic. Whipped in. Fortunately, Knight gets the ball out, our star midfielder, but Harto back to Pratt, and fortunately Udinese don't get another attack off. We've got another goal kick, and we get this one. We can't, unfortunately. Udinese launching a straight attack from that. I might need to try and figure out to make goal kicks short or something. Unfortunately, our defenders can't play football, and it works well in the league games. It's just at higher levels we just lose all these sort of aerial duels. But Mark Jones has a chance here, bringing the ball forward slowly. Curtis March in the middle, back to Spittle. A nice midfield duo, these two, March and Spittle. Knight, Spittle, March, playing it about nicely here in the middle of the park. March unfortunately dispossessed, and they have a chance to counter now, Udinese. Ryder Matos out to Milani. Milani is going to get a nice ball in. Balic scores 1-0. Here it is in 3D. Milani gets into the box, gets a lovely ball in. We see this so often along the floor. Balic just loses his man and tucks it in the back of the net. They got a ball off one of our attacks again. Our attacks are breaking down very easily, unfortunately. Pride back to Dembele. Balic playing it nicely forward. Ryder Matos taking on the defence again now. Gets into the box, puts a shot away, and Haller Brown with another nice save for the game. We're into the second half. We get a goal kick now. Mark Jones loses it out again. Our goal kicks are just not working in big games. Ryder Matos gets into the box. Beautiful goal. Solo goal by them. Absolutely wonderful stuff, and I'm going to make a couple of changes. Sean Parry is about to come off, as is possibly Wolf and Aidan Smith. Here we see Balic pass it forward to Ryder Matos, turns his first man, gets between sort of the two of them around the outside, places it. Haller Brown really should have done better, but beautiful strike by Ryder Matos, who deserves that goal. 2-0. Just 2 changes for now. Sean Parry off for Matty Agent Barnes, and Lewis Shaw on for Wolf. We actually have a ball now. Roberts tried to get a ball forward to Jones, unfortunately it failed, and Udinese with another attack prior to Balic. Balic has options. Dembele, Moussa Dembele to Ryder Matos. Matos gets into the box, another wonderful goal by him. This guy seems amazing. Let's have a quick look at him. I mean, he doesn't look that incredible, but he just, whenever he plays, I guess work rate, flair and technique together is a good mix. And here we see he just turns through our team. He's got 4 men around him, and he just loses them all and strikes into the top corner. Lovely goal by him. Yeah, he's a name I might look out for more in the future. Another attack by Udinese now. They're just tearing us apart, especially Ryder Matos. Tackled by Agent Barzo. Gets the ball forward to Mark Jones. Can we launch a counter here? Aidan Smith has space to work with. Picks out Jones. Oh, he really should have put that away, Mark Jones. Unfortunately, he doesn't quite manage it. Who's to come off now then? We're going to make our final change of the game. It's between Josh Knight and Callum Roberts, really. I don't know who I got on the bench then specifically who could come on. I guess Kane Owen deserves it. He's been playing a lot better recently, and while he's not yet in my good books, he isn't in my bad books anymore. We've got attack here. Kane Owen with a corner. Agent Barnes back post. Oh, we had a couple of good chances then. Kane Owen gets a second ball in. Mark Jones can't get there. Well, that's a pity. We nearly got a goal then out of nowhere. Udinese with another attack. Can they make it 4-0 like the last game? What is it? Rodrigo de Paul comes on, really good player, I like him personally. Knight, Pearson forward to Jones, unfortunately doesn't get there, but Spittle gets the ball through to Smith, who can't really take the touch well around his man, so Udinese have the ball again deep in their own half, playing it forward nicely. Balic, Rodrigo de Paul, very high flair player, very skillful, not the fastest though fortunately, not slow but not incredibly fast, but he has scored. I was complimenting him, and there's his goal. Here it is in 3D. Ryder Matos tries and Paul just taps in the deflection. Yet another chance for Udinese, corner, Agent Barnes clears, but unfortunately they have the ball again, coming forward. It's 5 minutes left, it could be 5-0, it is 5-0, oh, crying out loud, we're so bad. March with an own goal now. Yeah, this Europa League campaign, it's been incredible so far, but once we got into a group stage we've just been smashed to smithereens. You can just tell the difference, that tiny little step up in quality, and they just absolutely demolish us. Hopefully we're professional at the end of the season. I'm surprised they didn't let us be professional yet. No, I'm going to be aggressive and say I wasn't pleased. There you go. A lot better. Sorry West Park, I'm ignoring you. And that's our any hope of coming first or second over. We've been well and truly smashed now. Let's have a look what it says here. Knocked out Europa Cup, yeah. But we have been completely outclassed, I will admit that. However, we will still play the next 2 games because actually we won't bother. Sorry, I know it's an important campaign, but there's absolutely nothing to play for, so I'll do them off camera. As the TNS game, I think I won't do any other games until either if we beat Hinton the MG Cup final. That'll be the next episode, I guess. So thank you for watching. And at 9-0 aggregate smashing, 16,000 they had. So Club Bruges had more fans than Udinese. That's amazing. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye. A couple of things before I end the episode. I wasn't really planning on doing this. It's like a few weeks later. In fact, we're about to play Club Bruges. But it's been announced that we're leaving the European Union. Yeah, the good news is there'll be no change to work permit systems or any new restrictions, which is quite nice. But it's quite cool to see that feature. It's 2019, so it only took, 3 years. So, you know. But yeah, that's quite cool. End of season it'll be actually happening. A couple of other bits of news is that I got 2 job offers off Plymouth Argyle, Skybet one, they're 2.5-star rated reputation, so that's quite good. I got a job offer off them and off Bury. So those are 2 pretty cool job offers to get, considering my reputation isn't that much better than it isn't that good. It's only 2 stars, so to get 2.5-star job offers, pretty good. That's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed the tiny little bit at the end. That's quite cool in my opinion. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.